Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. What I'm creating simple. My name is Jasmine, aka Sunfire. How y'all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. Though, if you would like to hit that like button to show your support and that you like that I'm creating the content that I'm creating, I did not say that right, but oh well. uh, Anyway, hit that like button. If you want to join the family, hit that subscribe button. Those of you who have done so thus far, thank you. It is greatly appreciated. The Most High says thank you. Um, Gemini, I have to think. Gemini, those who are not chosen, but God has a purpose for you. Males, singles, okay? This one has got a plot and a twist. So, trigger warning. All right. I feel like you're okay with it though, and that's why God's showing you some favor. Um, you were born as a man, okay, who chose something happened to you as a child. Okay, your manhood was taken from you. Um, you was raped, and you never felt, you know, after that happened, you know that trauma traumatized you. I feel like you may, I don't know whether you was raped by a man or a woman, but you was raped. And as you got older, you could have even did construction work as you got older, and you could have did like brickwork or something like that. If not, don't worry about it. But anyway, um, um, yes, I'm nervous doing this reading because this is highly sensitive. Okay. So yeah, it's a trigger warning. I'm being pulled out of my comfort zone. Okay, by doing this reading. So bear with me, and I mean no offense. Okay. Yeah, it's just a sensitive subject. All right. In your adult age, you decided to pave your own path, shape your future. Okay. But there's some things you still need to work on because with release past wounds, old wounds hold your energy hostage. Let go of what you no longer what no longer serves you and make space for healing. You still got some childhood woundings that happened to you when you was a child, okay? Possibly pertaining to this rape, which transformed your life tremendously and literally. Um, and you decide to pave your own path, but I feel like why the Most High is showing you favor because you authentically did it. You're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and you're gonna be. You made a decision, you made a choice, even though you knew the possible consequences behind it. You made the decision, you made the choice, and you stood 10 toes down in it. So the Most High is like, okay, I see you. You know, you're gonna be honest about it. Good. Now I can use you. Okay, he wants to use you for something because you did something. You know, it was a dare. I mean, it was risky. It was risque. Okay, but the Most High, I feel like, smiled on you because you didn't become like most. You didn't decide to be cutthroat and dirty. Instead, you proudly stood in it. Okay, you embraced it, and you set boundaries with people, and you let people know up front. You did not hide, you did not disguise it, you owned it, and you walked truthfully with it. And I think that's why the Most High is like, okay, I can rock with you, you know, because of this community is needing help from needing leaders. Is what I'm saying, hearing. Um, you was born a man, but somewhere when maybe in your mid 20s, early 30s, you decide to have a sex change. You transform your life from a man to a woman. Okay, it says shape your future. You are the creator of your future. Make choices that reflect your highest self. So you decided to make some choices to reflect your highest self. It's kind of crazy though, because it's like you didn't find yourself until you made this decision. Or should I say, you didn't find your authentic self. There we go. Until you made this decision to make this transformation. And when I say authentic, it gave you a sense of confidence, a sense of courage. Okay? You live out loud with it. And I feel like the Most High wants to use you to teach. Okay? That's the message that I got before I started this reading. You chose to live out loud. You chose to be honest. You chose to be bold. You made it there. But I feel like you believe in God, and and if you ask for God for forgiveness, He forgave you. I feel like you made a decision and choice that you couldn't live your life as a man because of what had happened to you, and you may have told God, "Hey, this is my choice. This is my decision, and so this is what I'm doing." And but you did not. You did it in such a way that you still kept that loving heart of yours. You still treated people well. You respected others' space and their boundaries. And the Most High wants to use that, okay? You are currently now a full-fledged woman due to your transformation. All right, with set healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries protect your energy. Stand firm in what you need to thrive. Okay, so you transformed into a woman, and you stand firm in that, and you're setting boundaries. I feel like you are like a trendsetter in this community. And that's why the Most High wants to use you, because you don't believe in being underhanded. You don't believe in cutthroat, and you've been feeling like you've been having this calling to address your community on these things, these issues. Okay? I feel like you need to do that. You've been doubting yourself. You probably scared of how they're gonna receive you, because it's a problem in the community. Okay? And what I mean by that is that a lot of people is either in the closet, or they're in the closet and they make these transformations, and then they don't tell people about who they are. They hide it, and you're against that. Okay, you feel like, hey, people deserve the right to know the truth about who you are. You. And I feel like that's why the Most High wants to use you, okay? You do need to, there are going to be some that's going to naysay you, okay? Because of their fears. Okay? They're going to try to make you feel guilty. And they're going to try to make you doubt yourself. But I feel like the Most High wants you to stand up against your own kind now, okay? You've transformed from a man to a woman. And it's been put on your heart to address the toxic ways of this community. All right, that's harming others. You're a part of the LGBTQ community, right? I might not have said that right. Forgive me. I think I left out a letter. Okay, but you're being called to action, Gemini. So if you're a male, this is very specific, and you watch my channel because that's why I'm talking to you. If you're a male Gemini who was born a man, who transformed, had the full sex change into a woman, you have been noticing the toxicity in the gay community, and it's on your heart to address the wrongs. That's what God wants to use you for. To be his spokesman, to put them in their place and put them where they need to be, to iron out the wrinkles. Because any power can become corrupt. And I feel like, no offense, I have to say this because really, truthfully, I'm just gonna say the shit. Fuck it. They have been given too much power, and they are, running amok. They want everybody to respect their wishes, but they're not respecting everybody else's wishes, right? That's some fuck shit. That's being hypocritical. How you want us to follow all these rules, and learn all these new binary terms, but you can't be open and honest and say, "Hey, I was born with a jed. I was born with a vagina, and not a jed." Or I'm gay. I like men. I like women. Instead, they're hiding in fear. They made these decisions and choices and they're hiding in fear. So the Most High is calling upon you to be his spokesperson, to speak up against these wrongs inside this community. Because it's on your heart, okay? That everybody should be treated with love, fairness, and peace. Okay? That's why you're being called to teach this to this community. Okay? You're definitely somebody that went from being a boy to a man. A boy to a man to a woman. Okay? Just know that when you do make this decision to take this calling that the Most High is asking you to do, to stand up against the wrongs in your community, your new community, there are going to be some people that naysay you, especially some that smiles in your face. They're going to come against you, and that's okay. That's okay. They're going to eventually back down, because you see what's going to happen is, if they don't learn to listen, there may be an all-out warfare on them, because people are getting tired of being tricked and duped. People are tired of having to, wonder, the issues, okay? I'm going to let you deal with that. I don't live in that community, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. You do. And the Most High is calling on you to speak on it, okay? To address the issues, because they've gotten all this power, but yet they're not controlling they're not being fair with how they're treating people outside the community who don't operate in that energy. And you don't like it neither. Okay? So for Gemini that is a transgender male who transgendered into a female, I might not be saying this shit right. All I know is you was born a man, turned into a woman. Okay? The Most High wants you to teach, to stand up and speak. Because you agree with what I'm saying, okay? About transparency. About being truthful and out in the open about who they truly are, okay? Giving people clarity before they lay down with them, all right? You believe in that. Will elevate your energy. Your energy determines your reality. Lift your vibrations and watch your world shift. So the Most High wants you to lift the vibration of this community and get them out of lies, betrayals, and deceit. All right. Peace, Gemini.